So I'm just going to be talking about basically what it was like traveling to Thailand. Now, we have never went to Thailand before, and I didn't even think we'd ever go to Thailand. To be honest, I had the benefit of a doubt we're going to Thailand. And the first night, or a couple, because we knew we were going to go to Thailand 2 days before we went to Thailand. And the night as we were leaving, we were packing our things. I already had my things pre-packed, though. But it was very interesting because it's like we're going into Akron, and it's like, wow, we're about to leave this place for a little bit. And I took some pictures while I was in the Akron airport. What it felt to me before we went to the airport was when we were still packing and stuff. It was like, I don't know, you had this weird feeling, like, it was like excitement, scarement, or I know that's not a word, but like you feel a bunch of things before you leave a country, and before you even think of leaving a country. It's just wild. And whenever you do, like when we went to the airport, I got on the plane, and right now I'm just trying to remember what did I do exactly when I was on the plane. I think we were on a small plane at first, and it was like it took a while because we're going to Chicago. It took about an hour to get there, or maybe 30 minutes. I can't exactly remember. And as soon as we left Chicago, the first thing I remember is being on the plane for about 2 hours, and I was bored. I was really bored, because plane rides are boring. And it took about 18 hours to get to Thailand, or actually to Japan, because then it took another hour to get to Thailand. But while we were on the plane heading towards the Japanese airport, I was, because they have computers sometimes, on the back of seats. And I was listening to a podcast. I don't remember what the podcast was about, but it was really interesting. I think one of them was about how there's these two people seeing this Indian scammer. And yeah, it was very interesting podcast too. But all I remember is being on the plane, and I didn't really want to use the restroom, so I was on the plane for about 10 hours without using the restroom, and I had to use the restroom before I even went on the plane. And I just, like, I think the 10th or 11th hour, I was like, I can't hold this in anymore, I just can't. And it was just very, I don't know, but my dad was on the plane about, because he wanted cigarettes, and they wouldn't let him smoke on the plane, because they don't let you do that nowadays. And there's this woman, because my dad was getting so bad, that woman asked, hey, are you okay? He went, oh, I just need a cigarette really bad. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. Then the guy in front of us actually went, here's some nicotine gum. And he's like, did you ever travel before? I'm like, no, this is our first time. And when we went to the Japanese airport, when we finally landed, was that guy actually helped us through it, because we didn't know anything. We didn't understand the language. We just didn't understand anything. But to be honest, there's a lot of cute Japanese girls. All the Japanese girls are really beautiful, and when you go there, it's like you think they're going to be all small little Asians, but they're about our size, and that is kind of like, whoa. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting them to be at least a little bit smaller than us, but they're almost all our size. Like, the females are all our size. Most of the guys are taller than us. It's like, holy. And it's an interesting journey. Because I was honestly feeling fear whenever I went to the Japanese airport, because it's like, I didn't know what to do, my dad didn't know what to do, and the only reason we got through there is because, well, that guy was there helping us through, and he didn't even know how to speak Japanese, he just knew how to get through places. But after that, I think we spent about a couple hours in the Japanese airport, mostly in the smoke room, because my dad had to, because Japanese airports have a room where you can smoke in, and we're in there most of the time. And our guy, he was into drinking alcohol, so we went to the alcohol place that was in the airport. But after that, we boarded the plane, and I think we were on it about for 30 minutes before it even took off the ground. And we landed in Thailand. And the first thing we noticed because you didn't notice it until you went outside of the airport in Thailand, but when we were going in the airport of Thailand, what they made you do is you had to basically register yourself, and on the plane, they give you the slip where it's like, are you staying here, how long, and all that stuff. But as soon as you go there, you go for the airport, you hand them the thing that you written on the airplane, then after you do that, they take a picture of you, like a current picture of you, just in case your passport picture might be completely different like mine, because my hair is completely pink on my passport, and don't ask me why. And it wasn't completely pink, but it was halfway pink, but they took a picture, and actually when I went to the Thai airport, they actually looked at my passport like 2 times, looked at my face like, is that the same person? Because my facial structure and everything changed so much in a year. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really fascinating. But when we got through the Thai airport, we got a cab. We already pre-ordered. No, we didn't. We didn't actually pre-order a cab. We went and got someone. No, we did. I don't know what I'm thinking. But we actually had a paid driver take us to a little hotel. And we didn't have Thai baht. So it was really hard trying to get the guy to go, well, we don't have Thai baht, here's USD. And we overpaid him too. We overpaid him like $35. And I think we gave him, I don't know how much. I think we gave him around $20, and all we had to pay is $14. I don't remember exactly. It's big dollars. If he wanted to, he'd probably take a few money of himself. But we went, that same night, we went to a place named 7-Eleven. You don't see many of those on the quarter part of Ohio for some reason, but we went to 7-Eleven, and we didn't have baht. We didn't know we couldn't buy anything without baht. We thought we could still bought stuff with USD. And we went to the cash register after grabbing a whole load of things in our hands because we were hungry and thirsty. They went, we can't, because they couldn't speak our language, but they can't. Basically, you can't. I can't. And after, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Whenever we went outside the airport in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, the first thing you felt was heat. And it was so hot, so humid. And that was their winter. It was like 75 degrees at night in their winter. And it's just, wow. It's like, it's summer in America temperature. It's like American temperature for summer. And it's like, wow, it's really hot here. Humid, like American temperature sometimes is too. Or not temperature, but the weather. But anyways, after we left the place in 7-Eleven, we walked back to the hotel. We both got our cameras out, and that is a video you will see if you pay attention to the Thailand videos, is when we both pull our cameras out at night, and I said that he was complaining about how we only have USD and we don't have baht and stuff like that. It was like one of my first videos in Thailand. I don't remember what it was, but I think it's one of the first ones. And we went to the hotel. We found water. We weren't sure if it was drinkable because it's just, they do their things differently. We drank it, and that same night, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't meet up with her, but I texted my ex, and after that, my dad's, when we woke up in the morning, my dad got his girlfriend, and, well, I don't know, it might be soon to be the wife, I don't really know yet, but after that, after he got his girlfriend, I texted the girl I was with, she came over, and about my height again, it's like, why is all the Asians about our height? But she came over, and I don't remember, I think I got some money, we went to, where did we go to? I'm trying to remember, I think we went to it's like one of those scary buildings where people scream at you and stuff, it's like ghost and haunted, and if, at the end, if you, because this is how they did it, if you had these handcuffs on while you're in the whole place, and you had to find which key would unlock your handcuff, and you got paid about $50 to $75 if you did get out of the handcuff, and that's USD. Like, I don't know how much it is exactly. I know it's like $75 in Thai baht, but if they bring it back to USD, it'd be more like $2-3. So yeah, because USD is so much more money than Thai baht is. And just after that, I think we went around eating. I think we, at the end of the night, because I think after like a couple hours of hanging out with each other, I asked her out again. She said yeah, and we went to the hotel. She slept with me the first night. I'm not going to describe everything that happened. And my little perverted things happened that night too. But, and don't worry, it's like I talked to that girl because I used to be in a 2-year relationship with her. She cheated on me. I don't know why I gave her a second chance, but I did. But it's just after that, I can't remember what happened the next morning. I think I'll just skip to it. A couple days after, we went to the other side of Thailand, the mountain side of Thailand, the cooler side of Thailand, and if you know a YouTuber named Gordon Tickle, his side of Thailand, and we went there. It was pretty good temperature, about 65 degrees. We went there and we spent like, I don't know how long. I think we spent 5 nights there. I actually made friends of the tour guide there too, and also the driver that drove us around. But I think, I'm trying to remember exactly. I know when we first got to the other side of Thailand, we went and met the tour guide. He was driving at first because the driver wasn't there for some reason. And we went to a hotel. I think it was, I can't remember which hotel though. It's a strange thing. But I think we spent the night at a camp. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, we spent the night at a camp. And after when we went to around Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai, I can't remember which part, but after we went there, then we got the driver that was supposed to drive us around in the first place. Then we went to a building. I couldn't take pictures in there. Like, you can take pictures outside, but they wouldn't let you take pictures or video inside. And it was like I don't know how to describe it. It's like art, basically. It's art. It's just art everywhere. And it's really cool, fascinating, just really awesome. But after that, I think we went back to the hotel. And we got some rest. And the hotel, no, not, yeah, it was a hotel. And I don't know, it was just a wonderful experience, because it was like different. Their food tasted better. There's also a thing, that's also what I was trying to mention too. Is their food is really good. They don't have chemicals like we do in America. And I think another part of it, they actually know how to cook their food. Their food's just different, so you're not used to it. And there's a bunch of reasons why their food's better. It could be just, I don't know, maybe if after you get used to it, you like American food more. But I know when we first came back to America, you can taste the chemicals in our food. You wanted to vomit the first thing you ate. But after that, I think we went to a bamboo hut. Or not, or cabin, bamboo cabin. It's basically a cabin made out of bamboo, and it's on halfway on the tallest mountain in Thailand, and I think it might be the tallest mountain in the world. I'm not sure, but it's one of the tallest mountains in the world. If it's not the tallest. And after that, after a night in the bamboo cabin, we walked around. They made homemade coffee at a place that was for free too. But you can drink as much as you want. And it was just, it's just really cool. But I actually met a really pretty girl on top of the mountain. Those mountain girls in Thailand, they're really pretty. They're more prettier than the ones that live around Bangkok or the sunny part. And it might be because I just don't like, to be honest, I just don't like darker skinned girls that much. I like dark skinned girls, but I don't like them too dark, if that makes sense. But I met that girl. Really cool. It's just, she was really beautiful and really polite. And I remember, because she was working at a restaurant. She's about my age too, but she was working at a restaurant, and I got a green tea milkshake, and it was really good, really good. And we played with I don't know what you call it, crossbow. It wasn't a crossbow. It was like one of those. It's like a piece of wood. You pull a string back, and after you hit the trigger, it shoots off. But it's just really awesome. And I think after that, we went down to the mountain and went back to Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai. I can't remember which part, but I think we spent one more night there. Then we left for Bangkok. Then I met up with that girl again, and after 3 or 4 nights in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, we went back to Japan for about 4 hours because there's a delay in the flight. Again, the girls are really pretty there too, and when you're American, you get stared at by girls a lot. And in Japan, it didn't happen as much as it did in Thailand, but in Japan, there's like one girl is constantly staring at me and blushing whenever I looked at her. It's really funny, but that's another reason why I like those Asian countries. It's just easy picking up girls there. And just don't go for the girls who walk up right to you and go, "Hey, American, you want to go to a hotel and yeah." Don't do that. Just make sure the girl is looking at you a lot. She's giving hints. Then go for her. If you really want to get a better relationship out of it. But just really awesome. Just really awesome. Just after we went back to Tokyo, we went to Chicago, and that night, that is actually, I don't know, it's about morning and day. I mean morning and night. It's like in between. And not trying to be racist or anything, but there's these two dark-skinned guys, and because we didn't know that we couldn't just go in and get on the bus. We thought we almost missed our flight too, but we were actually an hour behind. But we didn't know, because my dad had a smoke. We didn't know we couldn't just walk out and get back in line. They made us go all the way back in the airport and get in a long line. And whenever we're about to reach the little, because it was like a little, I don't know, it was like an inside garage thingy. I don't know. You walked around a lot and to get on the buses. And right before we went in there, it's like, wait, you can't go yet. And then there's these two people, oh, sorry, we went out of line, because they're dark-skinned too, like the two dark-skinned airport people. And they're going, oh, go through, go through. It's like, really? You made us walk all the way around, but you let these two people, because they're the same color as you, get right in line and cut right in front of us. Right in front of us. Wow, you have some nerves. But we went on the bus. We went to the other airport in Chicago, because we went to two airports in Chicago. We went back to Ohio, and we barely had enough money. Like, we barely had enough money to pay for the, what do you call it, like when you park your car. We had $1 extra after we did that. But before we, like, right after we got out of the Akron airport to get to the parking lot, my dad got a call from at the time, the town, what do you call it, the village administrator? I think that's it. Basically in charge of the town or village, and he went, I quit work. Because my dad and them were actually really good friends, and they both hate Caddis a lot, because that's where my dad works right now, and because people just give you nothing but trouble, and he went, I can't take it anymore, I'm quitting. And my dad wasn't really happy about that. Like, he was happy for him, but he wasn't really happy for it, because we didn't really know what to do without him, because he was helping us a lot, making us look better, because there are guys that go, he's not doing his job right. It's like, yeah, we are. And we always prove them wrong. They always end up getting, well, not in big trouble, but in no trouble. Why do you keep trying to get us in trouble for things we didn't do to get, like, I just don't understand. But just, we had no money for a week, and it was just really scary after we got back. But that was my story of what it was like traveling to Thailand. What it was like. It was just really weird, fascinating. And just to let you know, if you want to know anything, during the time when this video was made, $1 in Thailand is around $32 right at the moment. And that is 2019, May 24. And just really, really cool. But I hope you enjoy my story. You probably didn't hear all through, but I can't blame you. It's probably the boring story. But see you guys.